Let me just start by thanking Cliff and George for that presentation. That was such an amazing way to tee off the whole summit here. I learned a lot in that presentation that I did not know. You acknowledged some of the visionary efforts of Von Welsh. It sounds to me like you and George, and in fact many others unnamed within that presentation were also part of that vision as well to bring us to where we are today. So thank you for putting all of that together. While again we're getting slides queued up, I will point out that this is still the NSF Cybersecurity Summit. This is not the Trusted CI Cybersecurity Summit. We are here to help facilitate. We're here to help convene. Jeanette's running around.
I'm going to help you 1 second.
Okay, but this is the advance? Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Sorry. This is really about the community. This is about all of you. And we're here to help bring the community together and organize a bit. So thank you all for being here and everything that you have done throughout the history of this community as well. So welcome to the summit. I'm so glad you're here. As was mentioned during the opening from NCAR, we live in interesting times. And it was uncertain as to how many of us would get here this year, and I'm so glad that there apparently are 149 of us here. I would also like to shout out 18% of you are first-time attendees. So to the best of my knowledge, there are first-time attendees ribbons on badges. So for the folks that have been around for a while, please give a warm welcome to those that you see around in the hallway track to the new members of the community. I'm delighted to see the community is constantly growing and bringing in new faces. That's really important to us here as well. Join the Slack channel. There's a side conversation going on there as well. I would just like to bring up a code of conduct. You can look into more details this covers both what Trusted CI has a code of conduct on, as well as NCAR itself. We aim to foster and provide a welcoming environment of mutual respect for all people. Please contact myself or any of the other people who are listed here if there are any concerns at all. I would like to acknowledge the Summit Program Committee. There were a lot of really interesting ideas that were brought up to take place during the next several days, and it was the work of this program committee that helped refine those ideas and bring you the presentations and the meetings and the workshops and the tutorials and the BOFs and everything that you're going to see for the next few days. So thank you to this program committee. I would also like to thank the organizing committee. A couple of the names were mentioned earlier. I was reminded earlier today, we forget how hard it is to put on this summit every year. Most organizations like this one don't put on a summit every year for that reason, because it is that much work. So for several months we have amnesia and forget how hard it is, and then we suddenly remember and it hits us. And so thank you to the hard work of all of these people to make this come off. You know, we move every year. There's new logistics every year. There's new challenges, and so thank you to Diana, Alberto, Jim, Jeanette, Jason, Kelly, and Jill. Thank you to all these people. UCAR has been amazing, and so I would like to thank UCAR not only for hosting us in this wonderful facility, but I would like to reflect on what Dr. Joseph and Antonio and Greg indicated and reflected on in terms of the science that takes place here and the scientific facilities that are provided. Those are examples of why all of us are here. So we are here because UCAR is hosting us. We are also here because of the inspiring science that is done and what we are trying to facilitate as a community to make sure that science happens. So thank you to all of UCAR for the amazing work that you do for the community. We have a lot of summit presenters, and this reflects again why this is an NSF-wide summit. There are so many wonderful voices that are coming to speak with you And so this is a really fantastic group. They're from all over the community. It's a terrific collection of individuals. I hope that you will have a wonderful time in their presentations and their meetings and their tutorials. I hope you will catch them in the hallway track and talk with them afterwards and build relationships with all of these people. So again, thank you to the summit presenters. We have, Trusted CI has for quite a few years had a student program. This student program has been revised and enhanced this year to be not just a collection of students that meet us here at the summit, which has always been a wonderful thing, but expanded this to be a broader program that takes place throughout the year in terms of developing cybersecurity training and understanding of research cyber infrastructure that matters so much to this community. So I am delighted to have these 4 students this year who are joining us, and please meet the students, well, throughout the summit, in fact, but particularly at the poster session that will take place on Wednesday at 12:30. And where is that, Jim? In the lobby. Okay, very good. So I'm really delighted to have this inaugural class of students join us for this new program. So welcome to those students as well. And across, of course, the Trusted CI team across 7 institutions, our collaborators and partners, and of course the U.S. National Science Foundation. I will also acknowledge we hoped to have NSF presence here today, and that was not possible. And so we're sadly missing those individuals, but look forward to our being able to return to being able to speak with them in the near future, and hope that they will be able to enjoy future engagements like this. I'd like to call out some co-located meetings this week from the Trusted CI Resource Infrastructure Security Community Quarterly Meeting. The RISC is the graduates of Trusted CI Framework cohorts. There was a wonderful Zeek training yesterday that took place here. I understand there was about 50 people, which sounds fantastic. There's also fellows, alumni get-togethers here as well, and I'm glad those are taking place as well this week as well. So Trusted CI, which again was begun by Von Welsh and other collaborators of his about 13 years ago now, now is comprised of 7 different institutions, which all bring different sets of expertise across the community to bear to help partner with you. This is a partnership with you, truly, to maintain effective cybersecurity programs, publish resources that are valuable to the broader NSF community. Again, there is a continuum of communities from the very, very large FFRDCs to campus HPC operations and so on, to help secure NSF research process. And so I will tell you a little bit today about what Trusted CI has been doing over the past year since we last met when we began upon our new 5-year award. I'd like to kick it off by turning this over to my colleague Scott Russell to discuss the Trusted CI framework, which is a central focus of what Trusted CI does these days. And Scott has had a major leadership role in that. Scott.
Thanks, Sean. All right, yep, if you see me, you're going to hear about the framework. You can't avoid it. I promise I am not going to talk too much about the framework, the classic stuff, right? A lot of people here have already heard me talk about this ad nauseum. If you're interested in learning more and you haven't heard about this before, we've got a whole getting started training that's tomorrow. That'll be me and my colleague Craig Jackson, who will banter and explain how to make this stuff usable. The main thing I want to highlight here is this is the framework that Trusted CI built for this community, designed to be flexible for your needs, right? This isn't rigid compliance. This is something that a huge number of members of the community have found to be really useful. Here is our ever-growing NASCAR logo of framework adopters. This is probably an incomplete list, but if we could get a show of hands, people using the framework in the audience right now. Yeah, so look left, look right, you'll find someone who you can ask a couple of questions about it. I'm going to talk today instead about the new stuff, because that's what I'm really excited about. We got this new 5-year award, and we wanted to expand our offerings. And so this is going to build upon things that we've been doing in the past. So everything I'm talking about today is new. The old stuff, again, you can hear about tomorrow. So first thing I want to highlight, this is all going to be hopefully pretty quick, is we've been doing these framework cohorts for about 4 years now. These are small group engagements where we spend 6 months with a bunch of different research facilities. We help them adopt and begin implementing the framework. We help them build strategic plans. They've been really successful, right? You saw a whole bunch of people who have participated in them. Those are still ongoing. We've got the next one, which we're calling Golf Cohort, because that'll be number 7, starting up in January. If you're interested, again, come talk to us. But they've been so successful and they've been going on for so long that facilities have had time to make progress. And we want to continue to engage with them. Don't just say one and done assessment. Let's actually see how you're doing a couple years later. So we've been rolling out reassessments. This is a new format that we're piloting. The goal is you already understand all the basics of the framework. You understand how to evaluate your program, but Trusted CI can still come in and provide that kind of expertise. So we wanted these to be faster. We realized we could co-locate it with the summit. So we did this yesterday in person. We had a big group. It was great. But we're still using that small group format so you can learn from your peers in addition to Trusted CI. So I highlighted the pilot participants here. Again, we met yesterday. And the outcomes for this, very similar. You're going to get updated ratings across all of the 16 musts, so you can see how you're doing, how you're improving, hopefully improving. And we'll also give you some strategic guidance on, hey, what should be your next set of priorities? What next steps should you take? Maybe some guidance on how to overcome specific challenges that you've been facing. I will say, we haven't actually finished the full reassessment yet. We did the in-person, and now Trusted CI gets to put our heads together and write some reports and give final ratings. But I will say preliminarily, we're seeing some really exciting progress across all of these facilities, progress across multiple musts, in some cases people jumping multiple ratings. And then we're still seeing that success from having people share their success stories with other members of the community, right? The benefits of not just doing a one-on-one engagement, basically. So that's number 1 new thing. Number 2 new thing is we've been rolling out, these are CyberTrack Plus or CyberTrack Enhanced assessments. I'll explain what that means. The framework cohorts, those are very programmatic focused, right? It's looking at the whole, governance, resources, mission. We want to also offer more assessments that are really into the technical weeds. But you can spend ages and ages doing technical assessments. So at Indiana University, there is a CyberTrack project. This is a collaboration between IU and Purdue, which is basically doing local governments for the state of Indiana. And we have adopted that methodology for a really lightweight controls assessment. And this is used as a subset of the CIS controls. We have a link down here if you want to learn more about, call them the Transformative 12. We also got the OT22. These are the controls that we found have really good evidence supporting that they're the most effective. And the assessment we're doing is also enhanced with operational technologies. That's what the CyberTrack Enhanced thing is standing for. And one other thing I'll note here is that what we're assessing, this is again a pilot, but as people who have seen the updated research infrastructure guide will know that there are these NSF critical controls in the rig. And one of the things we will likely do as we roll this out more is either explicitly map or expand it to encompass those critical controls that a lot of facilities here are going to be very interested in implementing. So our pilot participant was Noir Lab. Noir Lab is our perennial guinea pig. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, right dead center, Noir Lab. They love to be the first one to try out our new stuff. So we'll save the round of applause for them. A round of applause for Noir Lab. Let's go ahead and do it. And then, all right, quickly, the outcomes, you get like a high-level summary of your program, and then you're going to get implementation ratings across all of these things that we're evaluating. I think it's like 55 CIS safeguards. In addition to that, you'll get prioritized, detailed recommendations on, hey, here's what we think are the most important things to do next. If you're interested in hearing more about that, go talk to Jerry or Chris. I'm sure they'll talk your ear off about it. And next steps, this is something that we're going to continue to offer as a Trusted CI residency. All right, and the last thing I'm going to be talking about here, these are kind of paired, but we have the Framework Implementation Guide 2.0 and our expanded suite of tools. So people who know the Framework Implementation Guide, that is our in-depth guidance on how to do the framework. We published it in 2021. It's had over 4,000 downloads, which for an in-depth technical document like this, for this community, we think is a great success. But since publishing it, we've run a bunch of framework cohorts. We've learned a whole lot. And we wanted to do an update to better reflect all of the new lessons learned, give our most up-to-date guidance. And then we also wanted to pair each of our chapters with a more concrete implementation tool. So you read this chapter, you think you understand it, let's have an actual thing you can kind of like almost hold in your hand to help you actually go through the process. In addition to that, we have included a running example, which I'm not going to talk about a ton here, but you can see our little Sasquatch logo. The Sasquatch is our favorite fictitious research organization, and they will be your partner as you are implementing all of these updated must chapters. So the way we are doing this, rather than just release a whole 70-page document all at once, we're doing chapter by chapter, releasing them in sequence individually, and then each chapter is going to be paired with the tool that will be in that chapter. So if you're like, hey, I want to do updated must 6, here's the tool that goes along with that. And then once we've released all the chapters, we're going to combine them all into the Framework Implementation Guide 2.0. And this is my last slide, so just highlighting the new stuff is out right now. Literally just published yesterday. Amazon Web Services did not stop us. And so we got 2 new FIG chapters. These are for Must 11 and Must 15. Must 11 is about having adequate resources for your cybersecurity program. Must 15 is about adopting a baseline control set. These 2 things are intimately tied, and so you can read those new chapters. And also we are including our new tool, which is the Cybersecurity Risk Register template. So if you're interested in having a risk register for cybersecurity, we've created a really lightweight, I think very usable approach for this. And partnered with that is some guidance on how to use the risk register generally. So you look at it, it's just a spreadsheet. You go into that guidance, it'll tell you how to fill out all the cells in the spreadsheet, what they all mean, how to do customizations to make it work better for your organization. But this is going to be super lightweight. I think anyone could pick this up and incorporate it into their own program. And then you could probably then have those filter into what will ultimately be in your organization-wide risk register, which again, I think is something we saw in the updated rig. So if you're interested and you want to just like start reading them right now, QR code will take you to the framework website. But these are all on trustedci.org/framework. You can find the new chapters, you can find the new templates, and you will continue to find new stuff, hopefully roughly every 6 months as we roll out new chapters and new tools. And I think that's all for me.
Okay, all right, very good. It's pretty remarkable how we got from the framework not existing about 5-6 years ago to all of the NASCAR logos and more than half of this room raising its hand for adopting. That's remarkable progress to refer to. Yes. Okay, I'd like to highlight some of the other ongoing and as well as some new activities that Trusted CI has been involved with. We continue our ambassadors program for each NSF major facility going forward as well. These are one-to-one relationships between the major facilities and Trusted CI staff members. Look for a continued evolution of this program. We are looking to scale this to additional organizations beyond the major facilities in the future as well. So stand by as that progresses as well. This past year, under our new 5-year award, we launched a residency program to facilitate deep interactions with certain facilities that had specific large issues that they wanted a group of Trusted CI staff to work with them to tackle over an extended period of time. And so we had successful 2025 residencies with the GMT, the Giant Magellan Telescope, as well as with NORALab, and so that was just the beginning. Again, the NORALab guinea pigs here. As we are planning 2026 residencies as well. Contact us if your facility would be interested in this. There are a variety of different ways that this can work. This is not a one-size-fits-all type of operation. If you're looking for a deep engagement with Trusted CI, potentially boots on the ground, we are happy to discuss that and work with you. Another ongoing activity that Trusted CI has been working on now for a number of years, although this continues to evolve, is what we call security by design. This is security that's built into facilities from the beginning or during major refresh. Scott referenced operational technology a moment ago, and these are the facilities that will persist for many years without potentially an opportunity to be refreshed until a midlife somewhere, like the aircraft that was acquired a number of years ago and is still in operation. A significant part of our focus in this has been the maritime facilities that just have happened to have had some significant issues that have aligned with this, and the development of the California Coastal Research Vessel as well as the regional class research vessels that have come out of this. in the process of working with these organizations, we have developed the vendor procurement matrix, which we hope was useful for the community in terms of procurement and acquisition, guide to using this, as well as standard operating procedures for maritime cyber infrastructure, which we hope will continue to evolve to other organizations using large amounts of operational technology. We've been doing ship site visits and developed a cybersecurity reporting template. Again, hopefully this will expand beyond for other operational technology as well. Come to the BOF Thursday at 11:30. This is the Birds of a Feather session where if you are interested in operational technology in any way, please come talk about this. And just to be clear, operational technology is a pretty wide range of things. It's everything from the optical telescopes to propulsion systems to radio telescopes to air conditioner systems that are critical to operating NSF research cyber infrastructure. So please come learn more about that and talk to the team that has been supporting this activity. Another significant new element, significantly enhanced, I will say, of Trusted CI has been supporting regulated research. And this has really been thanks to the leadership of Carolyn Ellis here and her team that has been driving this forward for the past few months and building on the years-long success of the regulated research community of practice. And Carolyn will talk to you a little bit more about a new project that she has at the conclusion of this of my remarks here. But among the many activities that RCOP, or this community, is supporting are our monthly webinars, the development of a regulated research implementation guide, which is a community-centered activity with volunteers, and is really focused on federal regulations, which are increasingly important to this community, institution administration, so that way these things, because these concerns go all the way to the top of facilities and universities, and building networks of research and cyber infrastructure communities and professionals, and building peer and advocacy networks. Carolyn can tell you more about this as well, but RCOP has an extremely popular Slack team, which is widely used and throughout the community. Research security is something that Trusted CI and of course all of you in the community are increasingly paying attention to. This was really initiated by the Presidential Memorandum 33 in 2021 in the Biden administration that directed agencies that are supported by the US government to do R&D to strengthen security against foreign government interference and exploitation. This is commonly referred to as research security. This is an increasingly important topic for NSF and beyond. It has resulted in, among other things, the NSF Secure Center, which if you haven't heard about yet, I am quite certain that you will over the coming months. This is a very large NSF and beyond, and actually it's the whole of government effort to support security against interference and exploitation of the NSF, or of the US research enterprise. Also the Secure Analytics Center. NSF Secure is run out of University of Washington, but is a very large collaboration. Secure Analytics out of Texas A&M and the Hoover Institution at Stanford. Just in the last few weeks, a solicitation on research security programs dropped out of NSF as well. This is a bit analogous to the CI awards that had been offered by the OAC part of NSF over the past many years as well. Cybersecurity is an important component of research security. It is certainly not the only one. There are a number of elements of research security that include financial conflicts of interest, that include HR and a number of other things, but it is nonetheless clear that cybersecurity is a critical pillar of this as well. To that end, Trusted CI is going to be taking on 2026 activities in research security in collaboration with Secure Analytics, EDUCAUSE, who is already a member of the Trusted CI Advisory Committee, the Regulated Research Community of Practice, the new awardees, and the broader community. This is an area that is still being defined and refined. And so we hope you as a community will bring us your thoughts, concerns, and questions on this as well to help shape our activities in this space. Trusted CI Fellows are ongoing activity as well. I am delighted to say Trusted CI Fellows have been critical ambassadors with a small a to the community. They have brought their insights to us in a deep way as we engaged with them, and brought insights back to the community as well, and helped wave the flag of cybersecurity and some of the important things the community does. I will add that both the students and fellows programs are on an increase path over the next few years. And so those 4 students will be increasing. Our number of fellows this year has already increased and will continue to go up, thanks to the new award that NSF has provided. And so I would like to acknowledge all of the new fellows and all of those that are involved in training the fellows as well. This is a big deal for the community to train new people in security for research cyber infrastructure. So welcome to these individuals. Among the other new important activities as well is the software security framework. So following in the success of the Trusted CI framework, software security is something that Trusted CI has been doing for a long time, I think basically since the beginning, under the guidance and leadership of Dr. Bart Miller of University of Wisconsin-Madison. We are pleased that, leveraging the success of the framework, we are going to be developing a software security framework. This is in fact all in development right now, as well as an implementation guide for this. This is being done under the recognition that probably every facility, or at least almost every facility that is here, is developing software in some way, shape, or form. And so this is designed to specifically serve the needs of that recognition that we are building software, we're increasingly building software, however you are doing it, and this is designed to ensure that that software is as robust as it can be. Trusted CI will also form a software security framework advisory board with representatives from the community as well. I'd like to acknowledge our partnership with MSCC. There is an MSCC Cybersecurity Community of Practice, which meets monthly and has been a very successful partnership with that community to discuss important topics of concern to these groups. I'd like to call it another new activity. We recognize that not everyone is able to travel to the annual Cybersecurity Summit, and so under the new award, we've decided that we're going to go on the road and host regional cybersecurity summits to areas that of the country that we often don't get to as much. And so the first regional cybersecurity summit will be this coming April, co-hosted at the University of Alabama. And so we're really excited about that. That's programs in development, close development with the University of Alabama. So really excited to that and seeing what comes out of that in future regional summits as well. Another area that is clearly of importance not only to the community but to the U.S. government's research directions going forward, and particularly to the National Science Foundation, is AI. AI's large and growing focus in NSF-funded science and research cyber infrastructure. And this is everything from using machine learning and large language model chat kind of bot prompts to autonomous robotics, to what we call self-driving labs, to security management and administration, to log monitoring. It's a significant issue. There is also a sizable investment by the National Science Foundation in NAIR. This began with the NAIR pilots that were started over the past few years as well, and a recent solicitation was put out for a NAIR operational center as well. This is a large investment by the National Science Foundation and beyond to support AI and develop AI and leverage AI in science. And so Trusted CI will of course be following in suit on this is a burgeoning activity, and supporting this activity in terms of the security of AI, security with AI, the secure use of AI, and securing AI facilities as well. So look for more on the way that Trusted CI will continue to support this going forward. As with some of our other new activities, we are still learning about the most important ways to address this. So please bring us your thoughts on this as well. Find anyone from Trusted CI and bring your thoughts. I'd like to acknowledge Trusted CI's partners, We couldn't do everything that we do in the community without them. We often share resources together. We partner on certain activities. We figure out things that others are better at than we are, and we help direct people and guide people to the appropriate resource. And so this is an incredibly important set of partners that we work with. Particularly CI Compass. There's a lot of overlap in scientific workflows and data-based elements. We've worked very hard on best practices and lessons learned in identity management and other things. And so if you're not sure which one of us to come to on a certain question, that's fine. Go to any of us and we'll make sure you get to the right place, or maybe both of us together. Lastly, I'd just like to acknowledge the Trusted CI leadership team, which is not me. I'm glad that my colleague Scott Russell was on the team as well. But if you have any thoughts or questions about Trusted CI, please feel free to come to any of us. Kelly, Carolyn, who joined Trusted CI over the past year, Jim, Bart Miller, and Jim Basney, past director as well, are critical elements to Trusted CI. I'd like to acknowledge our advisory committee. We met yesterday and had a really, really outstanding meeting. I'm so glad that we got together. These are a wonderful group of people, and we're incredibly grateful to them for supporting us. So thank you to the advisory committee. And I think this is it. So please stay connected with us. There are a lot of ways to reach out to us. The summit is a central activity. It is not the only one. Join our webinars, follow our blogs, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, YouTube, join our email lists, reach out to us at any point. No question is too big or too small. If you're not part of our Slack, please join it. It's hopefully a lively conversation over the course of the summit, but keep it going throughout the year. And enjoy the summit. This is a great event that we're here. This is a community-driven event. This is about you. There's a lot going on: presentations, interactive tutorials, workshops, BOF, student program, and poster session. I would just like to acknowledge the National Science Foundation again. I'm sorry they couldn't be here, but we appreciate them very much. And welcome to the new members of the community, as well as to the existing members of the community. And I think with that, am I turning it over to? Okay, sure. We'll take questions if there are any. Oh.
Is this live?
Yes, yes.
Thank you for a great summary. And I want to emphasize the point I made. More than we ever expected. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Yes, please find me. I'll be around for the next few days. I'll be here. And I think we're bringing up Carolyn Ellis next. Very good. All right, Carolyn.
Fantastic. First, I very much appreciate that we have this slot today. It was a late ad, but due to the value and pretty much impact to everyone here, the organizing committee was able to carve out this tiny little slot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And so what I'm excited to share here is the announcement of a brand new Research on Research Security Award. And brand new meaning we started a couple weeks ago officially. So, as mentioned, I'm Carolyn Ellis, and I'm historically known right now from leading community development and community building with regulated research community practice. But we're now sliding over into what does regular cybersecurity look like. So the big paragraph title of this award, and we'll get to what that actually means in a minute, but Planning Institutional Research Cybersecurity Readiness, Mapping Gaps and Maturity in Support of NSPM 33. This really looks to ask, how is your basic cybersecurity research program going. And there's been a lot of policies and guidance documents written on NSPM 33, and we're not quite sure how it's actually looking on the ground. And we were realizing that we want some of this data before we even move toward what is the next phase of it look like. So this is a planning award, and it comes with 4 major thrusts. The first one is going to be one where we're going to gather a whole lot of what does the real landscape look like. So at a meta level, what does the basic cybersecurity look like? What policies are involved? What resources like Trusted CI, Secure Center, where are you going for your resources? We're also going to look into like a lit review of what some of the threats that have been attacking our research for. We'll find out some of those items, but that will be all pushed out there public. The next step is going to be where we're talking to everyone. We are talking to as many people as we can. We are going to be doing interviews, focus groups, surveys, you name it. We are interested in how your program is impacted maybe by the factors around you. I have another slide on number 2 to actually see what the ask is. But then we're going to bring that data together. What resources have been really valuable? Where are the gaps? And what does this look like as a country of how are we supporting this research? And finally, as a planning award, we need to come up with what does better look like? Oh, I should probably add some details. I'm partnering with Purdue University on this one, and so it's a 2-year award, tiny, 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 but I have a feeling it's going to be really high visibility because this is a question that a lot of us have been, like, I guess wishing that we were asked 5 years ago, so at least I'm asking. As I mentioned, when we're actually talking to different groups and people, we're going to do a mixed methods approach. We're going to have in-person or conversations. We'll have surveys with various metrics. But what I somewhat picture this looking like is not a score something like, wow, you are a 1 out of 10 for where you are on your cybersecurity. It's more going to be something like a Myers-Briggs matrix, where what factors are influencing where you are beginning and building your program from. So maybe influence from a strong governance group is really helping you guys out, or maybe your portfolio of lots of Department of Defense work, something like that. So we're kind of curious what factors influence this. You'll be happy to know that Trusted CI is going to serve in an advisory role in this award. We also have the Secure Center acting as advisors in the space too. So we will be plugged in with the big names. Oh, and that just already went forward. Then I think that's, so QR codes, I know it's a security conference, so it goes to that link. It's researchcybersecurity.org join. And it's a probably pretty limited and sad website at the moment, but again, I've been doing this for a couple weeks now, and this is one of the first venues I have to talk about it. So really excited. I'd love you to join the mailing list, because get your institution or your friends and family involved in maybe talking to us in the future and setting up for what can we figure out for moving forward. What would better actually look like to you?